We're here.
Hey, everybody! Welcome back to Threeflings, the only show on Twitch about three tieflings with falling catacorns. This is our channel mascot. She's brand new. Her name is Plush. Anyway, I'm Jess. You might see me down in the chat as Anchored Her Girl, and welcome. Without further ado, let's meet. Her name is Plush, not Flesh.
Oh, I thought you said flesh, and that freaked me out.
Her name could be Flesh, though.
No, it couldn't be. Oh.
His name is Flesh.
Yeah, I was gonna say the nigger version of plus is flesh.
Anyway, let's meet our tieflings, starting with Ink.
Hey, my name is Ink. You can find me on Twitter at These Dead Pens, where I meme and scream, apparently now about flesh, and other things that are going on in the world.
Who's your tiefling?
Who's your tiefling?
I forgot that we're playing a game.
This is just a talk
Welcome
show.
to Threeflings, the game about three tieflings.
God.
The regular internet talk show where we don't do anything in particular.
Except look at the chat, scroll by just saying flesh. This Friday, and most Fridays when I am here, I am playing Ophelia, your warlock, tiefling, Pact of the Tome, with her patron, the Fiend, who is also her mom.
Gwen, tell us who you are. Tell us about your teeth.
I'm going to be, and I'm playing Idara, our resident fighty-bitey tiefling. She has no magic, but she will not let that stop her from causing trouble.
Pack, tell us who you are and who you are playing.
I am Jess Peck, and I am playing Euphoria, the Tiefling Bard.
And today we are playing part 2 of The Necromancer's Brother by Jameson Hampton from Volume 3 of Uncaged. And Jamie is nice enough or unfortunate enough to join us in the chat. So,
Hey.
hi, welcome. For a group inspiration, who wants to tell us what happened last week in part 1?
Jamie, I'm so sorry you're gonna have to hear about what happened to your poor old PC.
I mean, nothing bad happened. We just spent a lot of time talking to her.
Yeah.
I did the recap last week, so I can let someone else take it if you want. Otherwise, I'll start talking.
Do you want to pack?
I can try. My brain is like Swiss cheese, but I'll do my best. So we stopped by the town of Leavenworth. Is that what it's called? Oh God, names. On our way to, what was the place? We were supposed to be going across the sea, right?
Yeah, I thought it sounded like
that's
Oregon.
it.
This recap's gonna be way easier with the author in chat.
Sorry. And so we walked into town. We got stopped by some multi-level marketing people who were basically trying to give us charms to protect us from being possessed because there are ghosts in town. We then made our way to talk to the constable, who told us about the manor that's in town, that the storm spinners were living in, and there's like screams coming from the house, and they won't let the cop in to check and see what's going on inside their house. So he tasked us with going and checking it out. We then found out about, we went to the tavern to figure out what was going on, to get any additional information before we went to the manor. We find out that like the town has electric because of oh God. There was basically like an older family that moved to town, set up the electricity. Hattie and Julian. Not very much is known about Hattie. Hattie's said to be, or Henriette, right? She was said to be sickly, but her brother Julian was basically the life of the party and was also responsible for the electricity that's around town. Then we went into the bar to get more information. We talked with Fennel at great length to get information about her aunts, who are the ones that currently live in the manor. Once we got information from her, we went to the manor. The one aunt, is it Maggie, Margaret? She is very gung-ho about this house that they've bought and
I
have
love her.
flipped into basically like a spooky attraction. And her wife, I don't recall her name. It has slipped my mind. She's very much a little bit more low-key than Eleanor, that's it. Eleanor's a bit low-key. But they had creepy stuff in and around the house, which also included like a stuffed doppelganger, just like chilling in the parlor, which is really weird. They confirmed that there are screams going on in the basement. Margaret is, again, like very excited that this is all happening in her house. Eleanor, not so much. So we offered our services to go in and clear out the basement so that nobody gets injured. And I think that about covers it. I don't think I missed anything.
We got partially into the basement,
Yeah.
and then we dealt with all of that stuff. We dealt with the fact that there is essentially like a Ghostbusters trap holding several spirits by the door. There was a room with a cage including a mimic, a minotaur skeleton, a snake skeleton.
Yeah, like a naga or just
Yeah,
a
like
snake?
like a bone naga.
Mm.
And then a mummy. The mummy
That was
got
your best friend.
Yeah, the mummy got obliterated. Whip in pieces, Akhenaten. It was nice knowing you. And I think that's about as far as we got.
Yeah, we
What I
ended.
do know.
Oh,
'Cause
we
we left-
ended after killing the mimic. After being like, we can just leave it, right? Wait, no, we're clearing this area out so that it's safe for old ladies to go into. We have to go fight the mimic. Which is, I'm sure, a conversation we will have again.
Yeah, we were saying take a shot every time you do it, but do it with water so you don't die.
Yeah, okay. That is a point of inspiration for the team.
Yay!
Yay!
Sorry, it took me a long while to get started.
Okay.
My secret
No.
to a fast recap is that I forget all names and details.
Yeah, you're good. I was like, we were on our way to Utah, and then Klaus Hargreaves sidetracked us.
Wrong series.
So you had just left off seeing what you've gotten kind of used to seeing at this point, a secret door hidden in a bookcase. Although this one was already ajar for you. Not like totally wide open, but you see the book is pulled down and it is open a smidge. You could open it the rest of the way.
Important question. Was it like that before, or did this happen at some point during the fight?
You did not look into this room before the fight.
Okay.
This is down the hallway.
Oh, this is the one that we were, like, avoiding. We're like, we'll do that next time.
Yeah.
That's a later issue.
And nobody walked past us, right? So it wasn't like Margaret came down here, heard us fighting, was like, okay, that's done, and then just decided she was gonna run in with her little
I
gnome
wish,
legs.
though.
She really is way too gung-ho about this, but you know what? I appreciate the enthusiasm.
Great job, kids.
Then immediately, like, steps into something, falls down the stairs.
You solved the whole dungeon. What? Okay. I mean, I'll go look at the door in case it causes damage again.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Meat shield on her way.
Door
I
is
am
a
still
friendly
hurt, but I
enemy.
think we just healed me a bit, so I'm less hurt than I used to be.
Yes.
Yeah, I can heal you more if you need it.
I mean, I'm hurt 10, so, you know, whatever that means to you.
I mean, we
Okay.
could sit here in the doorway of the mummy's completely dusted
can get
corpse
you
for
up
4
to
to 6
9.
hours.
I can get you up to 9 if I happen to roll a 4 on my D4 plus my spellcasting mod. So if you want me
Sure.
to take the gamble, then I'll do it. I'll spend another spell slot. All right, here we
Thanks.
go.
Sure, you don't need those.
I love how Euphoria is just like, here, take them.
I mean,
and-
I could
He's
have
like, I
just
have
wait
two.
for a rest if we wanted, but what does that mean?
8
Nice, thank you.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
All right, the next time I get hurt enough to need healing, we'll just rest. Cool.
So, going up to this door, you see it is part of a bookcase. It's a heavy bookcase, but some of these books are fake on it. As in, like, this gets moved a lot, and you wouldn't want your books to, like, fall out.
Oh, so like all the books on it are fake, or are there actual real books on here for some reason as well?
The books on this section are fake.
Okay. Team, we ready to keep pushing on?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Is
Can
there,
I
like... Oh,
go
is
ahead?
there light coming out of the room? Or is it dark and full of terrors?
There's light that you can see through the crack. Everything down here has been fairly well lit.
Can I try and like peer through the crack before I make it more open?
Sure.
I will roll a perception check for that.
Yeah, do that.
That is an 18.
Okay. So looking through, you see a very comfy looking plush chair sitting across from a round table. There's a lamp behind the chair, and you see more bookcases on the walls.
What's the dust situation in the room?
It's hard to see just from a quick glance, because there's not like, it doesn't look like filthy cobwebby in here, but if like there had been a handprint on something, it would be hard to see.
Okay.
Idara, do you like plan on opening the door like all the way?
I intend to, so we can go through. I will say quietly, just checking to see if there's anything obvious on the other side first. But
Does not seem particularly dusty, but again, it's hard
Okay.
to tell from out here.
I was gonna say, if you want, like, I can open the door with my mage hand in case you want to, like, ready in case something comes running at us again.
I mean, it seems clear. I will say and then push open the door.
Okay.
So opening the door, you can now see this is a small cozy reading nook, and it looks like there is a quill and some ink, as well as a book on that on the small round table.
A book. I'll just wait for someone else to go up to it.
The most terrifying weapon of all, knowledge.
Sure.
Just,
I'll walk up to it.
lame.
Euphoria, as you walk into this room, is anyone else walking in with Euphoria?
I'd walk in. I just would probably be looking at other stuff rather than going straight for the book.
I'm like, hi, I'm in the doorway and also afraid because I still have Armor of Agatha's cast and I'm just like smoking like dry ice.
Oh my god.
Okay, so Ophelia, you're staying in the doorway.
Yes.
Euphoria and Adara are going in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That works.
Ophelia is like, this looks really cozy, and I don't know why this basement room is cozy, and Maggie hasn't found this one yet. This is uncomfortable.
It's fine. It just your two adults are about to die. And then you can handle it from here.
I need an adult.
I'm an adult.
Yeah?
Imagine being an adult.
Adara,
Uh-huh.
Wild.
you see several... Actually, no. You feel two hands just on your shoulders and see two more skitter around and grab your ankles. Euphoria, you see several hands emerge from underneath the table, carrying brooms and dustpans.
Cute.
Drop the brooms and dustpans and look kind of alert at you and start to skitter your way.
Wow, wow, wow. Okay.
Let's roll initiative.
I was gonna say. Ooh, that is a natural 1 and an 18. Thank you, advantage. 22.
I had to look up the name to make sure I was doing this right, but I'm like, wow, there's just like thousands of cousin things from the Addams family just chilling, huh?
Ah, yeah.
Ugh.
I got a 12.
I got an 8.
Okay, so that is
I was gonna say you can win if you want to play rock, paper, scissors against them.
so 12, 3,
Arm wrestle them. They don't have
4,
arms, only hands. You win.
and I feel I got an 8. So Dara, you are up first.
All right. So do these hands seem like they're restraining me or just being like, hey?
They're just like, hey.
Um,
They might try and scratch you.
Well, I'm just gonna, like, with my, let's see, they haven't done anything. Did I see the ones that, like, drop the cleaning supplies?
You have really high passive perception, so I would say yes.
Okay. Given that some of them were cleaning, I'm going to assume that they're not necessarily dangerous, and therefore Euphoria might want to talk to them. So I want to spend my attack and my bonus attack to just, like, grab one of the hands and then, like, throw it away from me and then, like, kick one of them off my feet and just, like, get them away from me.
So you're going to throw one off your shoulder.
Yeah.
And kick one away from you.
Yeah.
Okay, give me like a throw attack thing. We've got to get that book for you.
I mean, I figure it's probably a form of grappling and is therefore athletics.
Yes.
Cool.
Well,
19.
I was gonna say give you like a ranged weapon attack, but yeah, that works.
Fire your bow. Fire a hand through the bow.
Gosh, why not?
And the other one is a 12.
Okay, yeah, you got that.
All right.
Are you trying to damage them by throwing them, or are you just trying to be like, that?
It wouldn't be the end of the world if they got hurt. They touched me, and that's not okay.
Okay, so give me just your basic, like, a random weapon, your unarmed skill.
Unarmed is 1, or is it a D4?
It's
Quick chat,
1
help.
plus your strength.
1 plus strength?
Yeah, it's
All right.
1 plus strength.
Take 6 points of damage.
Okay, so that one that you threw away from you falls and just shatters into dust.
Well, all right, that solves that problem, I guess.
The one that you kicked goes flying across the room, lands with a thud, and again cracks into dust.
Nadara just, like, on reflexes, like, duh, duh, don't touch me. Like, no.
Still have another one on your shoulder and your ankle. And
Yeah,
then
but
it's
I'm out of
their
actions,
turn.
so...
Yeah. And now it's their turn. So, that one in your by your ankle is going to try and claw at you and just terribly miss.
All right.
14 doesn't hit you, does it?
No.
Yeah, the one in your shoulder is also going to miss. I think it's surprised that you threw it.
Well, you can't just grab people and expect them to react positively.
Euphoria, one skitters up at you, kind of hopping with a broom in hand, and doesn't do much. It looks like it's trying to sweep you.
Cute.
I love this.
Another comes by, and let's see, 14. Does that hit you? No.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Okay. It's coming at you with a dustpan, basically, and also misses.
I know I'm trash.
And then one of them twirls around and basically hops the other way, because I got a nat one here.
Got confused.
And then 2 drop down from above the mantle, and they land on Ophelia.
Excuse
and my
you.
dice are trash, and I'm guessing neither of them hit you because a 10 doesn't hit you.
No. It
So they're
almost
just
does,
here.
though, which is unfortunate.
Are we sure this is combat? It feels like bullying.
I rolled the highest number I rolled, except was a 7.
Ooh.
Gently
Oh,
crossing boundaries,
no.
these hands.
So now it's Euphoria's turn.
Wow, they better get ready to catch them because we throwing hands tonight.
I even rolled like
Nyah.
6 different d20s because I was like, this one's bad. It's being bad. And oh, look, there's 15.
All right, so there was 4 hands on Adara. There were 2 in front of me with a broom and a dustpan, and then
Adara's
2 more.
killed 2, so there's 1 on Adara's shoulder and 1 at her
Right,
ankle.
but my question is like, is this just gonna be the room of like disembodied hands? And like, if there's a spawner, I want to take care of the spawner.
It's like a Minecraft. It's just like a box, just constantly.
It's just a box.
No.
Oh no, I don't like that.
No, it like.
Is there a witch in here?
Yeah, it starts throwing potions. Yeah, is there like anything that I don't know? Like, I just don't want to deal with a wave.
You know, random disembodied dust hands.
Yeah.
No, doesn't seem to be.
Oh, I love that. I love that answer. Okay.
God.
Yeah, I guess like, can I just take the broom from the disembodied hand and just hit it with it? Like,
I'm gonna make that a contested strength check.
cool, that's fine.
Where does it hit the strength? It's
Who's
just
stronger,
an arm.
Euphoria or one hand?
I got
Literally
a
just
14.
one.
I got a 15.
Apparently not.
Oh my god!
Questioned by a disembodied hand. Listen, y'all, I'm just a bard. They don't pay me to arm wrestle. Okay, well, that's fine. I'm just gonna give them like,
No!
Jamie's laughing at us in chat.
embarrassing. It's fine.
It's like
Okay.
8 shot of hands.
Oh my god.
It's fine. It would have been worse if I tried to do it. You're good.
That's fine. I'm gonna give a bonus action to Ophelia. Did you use your one from last? I think I gave you one last time.
What is it?
Remember.
Inspiration?
Bardic Inspiration.
I have not because we haven't been in combat since you gave. Like.
Okay, then I retract that and I give a bonus action to Adara.
Bardic Inspiration?
Bardic Inspiration, yes,
Alright.
with my bonus action. That's what I meant.
Yeah, I was
Like,
like,
I would love a second bonus action.
Yeah,
but
I was like, what? We can just hand those out now?
I told y'all, my brain is Swiss cheese today.
Alright.
I love
I'll
Swiss
take
cheese.
it.
Ophelia, you're up.
Okay. Are these hands just like chilling on my shoulders now?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't really have anything to do with them. Like, I could like throw them on the gun and step on them like spiders. But also, if they try to hit me again, then they immediately die because Armor of Agathis. So I'm just gonna like chill and walk further into the room. And does anyone still have any of them on them?
I have 2 on me.
Where are they on you?
One's on a shoulder and one's on a foot. I'm not particularly concerned.
Yeah, I'm not either. I was
something
just
like
like, I
that.
really hope that these hands don't just have like, you know, a wave coming. So I'm just gonna like hold my action and walk further into the room and be like, okay, yeah, I don't like this.
Okay, Zara.
Alright. I've now experienced the hands trying to scratch me. They were not successful, but I know they can be hostile. So I no longer feel bad about this. I'm gonna grab the hand that's on my shoulder and I want to throw it at one of the other hands in the room. I want to take
Okay.
out 2 at once if I can.
Target practice?
Target
Yeah, that sounds
practice.
good.
22.
Yeah, you can grapple it. Now give me a ranged weapon attack. at another
Sure.
one.
It's so unnecessary.
Fortunately, I'm also Dexy as shit. Nat 20.
Dark.
Are you serious?
Dark, but with hands.
I was gonna say, I was
So what
expecting like,
happens when you destroy both of these hands together?
I just grab the one that is on my shoulder and just like, I don't even, like a very solid like baseball pitcher wind up and then just like, whew, into, that's a
like a
softball pitch,
koosh
huh?
ball.
Yeah, and then just like, it goes flying into the one with that was holding the broom.
Okay.
God. I thought
Show
Adora was
off.
gonna say, luckily, I'm also proficient with hands.
I don't think I am. I don't know if I'm proficient in unarmed strikes technically. Probably, I'm a fighter.
You have to take that tavern brawler feat.
Okay. That makes sense. Anyway, so Bonus action.
Shots.
Bonus action. Second attack. I'm gonna try and kick the one that's on my foot into another one, just in case.
Okay.
So maybe I can take out 4 this turn. Probably not. So athletics check, that is a 12.
Let's see.
What's
Yeah.
stronger,
All
Adara or one hand?
And then a ranged attack to hit another one. That is, what number is that? Also a 12.
Yeah, you do that.
Hey! I feel helpful.
So is that one of the dustpan ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta hand it to you, Adara. Nice job.
That's my turn.
Okay. So now those 2 who were on Ophelia are gonna try and claw up your face.
Yeah, try again. I have temporary hit points. I also am covered in what is essentially dry ice.
Yeah, if anything, you want them to succeed.
Yeah, and also
One of them-
because I have a thing where you gain temporary hit points if I reduce a hostile creature to 0 hit points. So I'm like, yeah.
So one of them is going to succeed because that's a 19.
Yep. That's 5 points of cold damage to that one immediately.
It dies.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Do you still take the damage?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So that is 5 slashing damage.
Oh,
as it
that's
tries
not
to
that bad.
Target your face.
Okay, so that's gonna get my temporary hit points currently, and then I'm gonna get more temporary hit points anyway. So nice.
And does a 12 hit you?
No, my armor class is 13.
Okay. So the other one
Suck it, hands.
moves like it's gonna make a fist to punch you, and then kind of sees its buddy slide off of you, and then just starts to kind of skitter down your body.
Yeah. See you later, Charlotte. Have fun.
And then there's the one that got confused is now unconfused. It's gonna try and skitter over, and then there is it's not gonna reach Euphoria yet, but it's coming back to you. And
Oh Lord,
another
he coming.
starts to climb up your leg, Euphoria, and gives you a big scratch right behind the knee. And an 18 hits you, right?
That's the worst. Yes, it doesn't.
Okay, so
Ugh.
that is 3 slashing damage.
Just imagine how ironic it is, just like a hand saying take a knee.
Yeah.
And Euphoria, you're up.
Cool. So it's behind my leg.
It's hanging out on the back of your knee, like clawing there.
Cool. I'm just gonna.
Death drop and squish it.
Dump water on myself and then sit down. Correct.
Yeah.
Good.
I'll just attack it with my dagger,
Okay.
to cut it off, I guess. 25.
Yeah, that hits.
Cool. Take 8 piercing damage. Bye, loser.
Skewer that hand.
Cool.
So you have a little hand stuck on your dagger.
How
Cool.
corporeal are these hands? Because I just realized I was envisioning them as like ghostly, and if they're made of meat, then I need to be more alarmed.
They look like that.
They're made of meat. All right. I shouldn't have given them the benefit of the doubt.
Is it meat or is it like dust meat?
There was bone sticking out of that one.
It's like
Yeah.
a zombie's hand.
Mmm.
Oh, yummy.
Yum.
All right.
Adara, wanna bite it?
No, there's no point. But for the record, Adara would not have treated the ones so kindly in the first round if her player weren't envisioning like unseen servant hands.
No, these are crawling claws, and I love them.
Oh,
Are they your favorite monster?
Is this the one that you were talking about?
One of the two, yes.
Yay!
All right. Focus. Who's next?
That's
Ophelia's
that's the
next.
enemy.
Where's the other one that's on me? Where's it going?
How fast can they move? Actually, it can get down to the floor. So
Okay.
it would just be hanging out like on your foot.
Okay, as soon as it like hits the floor, I'm gonna use my reaction to just immediately like stomp on it like a spider.
Do it.
And then are there any others chilling that I can see?
Well, give me an attack roll to stomp on it, like a
I was gonna say, if I
spider to see
can't
you
do this,
make it.
I'm gonna be very upset with myself.
Maybe it's agile.
They're very
that's a
agile.
19.
No, you got it.
Yeah, no.
Not that
It's
agile.
squished. It's squished, little man.
Squished.
Squeezed. And then are there any others that I should be aware of?
How strong is
there's-
Ophelia?
There's the one that didn't quite make it to Euphoria.
Oh, okay. Well, she has an 8 in strength, but she has a 15 in dex, so I was assuming that she was like DDRing the spider on the ground. And then where's the one with relation to Euphoria?
Pretty much like right in front of Euphoria. It had gotten confused and turned around because it is a hand of very little brain. And went the wrong way down the room and then skittered right back.
Yeah, I'm gonna like just walk up to it and just do the exact same thing, like DDR squish it.
Okay, yeah, give me an attack roll for that.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't have strength, so we're using my dex. 6.
Alas, that
Not today.
it skittered out of the way. Adara, you're up.
All right, so there's the one that Ophelia just tried to smush, and how many others?
That's it.
That's it? All right.
You have killed 9.
I'm going to walk over there and stomp it.
Give me an attack.
That is a 20-something, because it's 18 plus strength plus proficiency.
How do you want to destroy it?
Ophelia just walks over to it and, like, tries to stomp, and then, I don't know, it skitters out of the way or something, just, like, directly into Adara's foot, and she just goes, like, crunch.
Yes!
Got it.
Can't believe that
Gross.
took us so long.
There are 10 monsters in here. That's a lot.
It's also
Hair.
only
Also-
Euphoria bothered to draw
Yeah.
a weapon.
Yeah, I whipped it. I was trying to use something readily available. Never again.
Is there anything else good about
Silence
this
in the
room?
room.
Oh, I was going to check out that book.
Okay.
What does that book look like?
It looks like a journal.
Cool. I'm gonna use Mage Hand to touch the journal. Does anything happen?
It
10 more hands.
Oh
opens.
god. Uh-huh.
Are you going to read
Yes,
it?
I'm going to I'm going to peer at the book and read it. Yes, I'm going to be a nosy Nelly.
Okay. So flipping through, you see there's a lot in here. Detailing, so this is Julian's journal. And you see a lot in here about banshees and researching banshees. Near the end, you reach a section that says, I'm certain my latest attempt at a cure is finally correct, and divinatory magic confirms this notion. But I fear the universe is conspiring against me. I already feel the wrath and sorrow of the banshee coursing through my blood, corrupting my thoughts. And still, I wait impatiently for the delivery of the doppelganger eye I need to complete the formula. Who is this cruel arbiter of beauty? I'm sure Coralon has empathy for the quandary of their child, so which deity disfavors me? Who dares tell me that I have scorned my former beauty? Who decides what is waste and what is creation? Scarred as I may be now, I have never looked or felt more divine. Does that count for nothing? I cannot, no, will not accept such a fate. I will be free to live as I wish.
That's
Who's
metal.
The next
Oh,
page
oh.
is a detailed account of the aforementioned cure. And it basically describes lighting a tinderbox in the vicinity of a banshee once a doppelganger's eye is added to it. There's very particular things that go into the tinderbox, but it seems like this has all been compiled together. It goes on and on about the nature of beauty and banshees and an obsession with what is beauty. And then also there's some marginalia about electrical experiments.
What's the last written date in the journal? If there is one.
So I was like, it's Jessica racks her brain to invent a date. There isn't one.
That's fine. I was just trying to see like if there is like one was that like the last final entry then, or
yes.
Okay. All right. I was basically trying to figure out like how long it's actually been and how long Julian's been kicking it as a potential banshee.
So wait, was Julian the banshee in this?
It sounds like Julian was doing experiments on himself. For what ends, I have no idea, but that's the...
Is this a character discussion or is this an out-of-character discussion?
Oh, yeah, sorry, I should have been talking in the accent.
I was just confused.
I assumed it was out of character.
Yeah, I was assuming it was out of character too, but I'm like, if it is in character, I can tell you that Ophelia's like, I want to know what is in book.
Yeah,
yeah. Does Euphoria like read this out loud?
Yeah, Euphoria would have read it out loud. It would have saved time.
All right, then the first question Adara would ask is, who's Coralon?
I've heard of him. I want to do a religion thing to see how much I remember about him. Because I, as a player, know a shit ton about him. Ophelia probably knows surface stuff. 15.
I would say you know close to what Ink the player knows about Coralon. Why don't you tell us what you know?
So, Coralon is like one of the major elf deities that exists specifically, mainly for elves. He's one of the very non-human deities of the D&D universe. He is known as being
D&D?
He is known as being extremely friendly toward people who, I guess you could closely identify them to transgender people or gender fluid people in the D&D universe. It is known that there are some people that are given what is called Coralon's Blessing, which means that they can change their presentation or their body whenever they choose to. And essentially, I think he's a neutral good deity where he doesn't like to interfere and he wants you to work stuff out yourself, but he's also very present for those who see him as like a model for art and inspiration and beauty. So that's kind of like the whole condensed version of him. Yeah.
Anybody who wants can give me an Arcana check. You all did kind of a check on banshees before, but based on this, you can learn a little bit more about it now.
Sure.
Or at least Julian was thinking about banshees.
With that, I got a nat 1, so that's a 4 total. Amazing.
Oh, no.
I got a 19.
I got a 22.
Okay, so Euphoria, I'm going to say Euphoria, you are stuck at the realization that Julian bought that doppelganger upstairs just for one part, and that you've made friends who were doppelgangers.
I mean, that's fair and valid. Yep.
Adara and Ophelia, you can tell from here that Julian was under what the common belief is that banshees are spirits of beautiful elven women who became corrupted by their own beauty when they failed to use it for the greater good and were cursed to eternal despair and rage.
Why the fuck does it matter what they use their beauty for?
Because sexism.
Right, I forgot.
Yeah, beauty is power and powers are corrupting influence.
And so, for my own edification, my in-universe explanation for lack of following this is that Idara is probably also pawing through the other bookshelves looking for more, like, secret door books or something while listening, and that's why she didn't follow, but really it's just that my brain short-circuited when lore was being presented to it. So, is Julian the Banshee, or was there a Banshee that was physically present and harassing Julian? Because I thought it was the latter, and I'm getting the sense that nobody else thinks that.
No, I thought he captured the banshee and then was using it in like a transformation process in conjunction with
Okay.
the
I did too.
doppelganger eyeball.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would
And
you
we
like
don't.
me to reread the passage? Or would you like to continue?
I think it'd be nice just to hear it
Yeah.
again for
Yeah.
clarification's sake. So
I
then
will
we
even
don't.
read it without the accent. For
Thank you.
clearness. I'm certain that my latest attempt at a cure is finally correct, and divinatory magic confirms this notion. But I fear the universe is conspiring against me. I already feel the wrath and sorrow of the banshee coursing through my blood, corrupting my thoughts, and still I wait impatiently for the delivery of the doppelganger eye I need to complete the formula. Who is this cruel arbiter of beauty? I'm sure Coralon has empathy for the quandary of their child, so which deity disfavors me? Who dares tell me I have scorned my former beauty? Who decides what is waste and what is creation? Scarred as I may be, I have never looked nor felt more divine. Does that count for nothing? I cannot, will not accept such a fate. I will be free to live as I wish.
So what I'm putting together is that people were like, Julian, you have scorned your beauty for something that people don't think is worthy. So now Julian feels very much like how banshees kind of get scorned for using their beauty for things that people also don't approve of. So he's like, yes, I am also angry and beautiful.
Also kind of sound. Huh?
Oh, go ahead.
It also kind of sounded like there was some sort of divine judgment or lack thereof that happened with regard to whatever's going on there.
I mean, yeah, you don't just invoke the deity of art, magic, and beauty for elves without a cause.
Anybody can give me an insight check if you want.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's how you know the players are in the wrong track.
Nat 20.
Hey,
I love reading comprehension.
Total.
I got an 8!
I got a 12.
So Euphoria, while looking through the journal, you noticed that despite the journal containing what looks like years of information, not just about the banshee, but about like electricity and all sorts of things like that, it never once mentioned Hattie. And Adara, you notice that everything you've found down here seems to be entirely Julian's. That's all.
Yeah.
Filing that away.
So there's no mention of Julian's sister anywhere in this book.
I mean...
Is it because... Are we all thinking the same thing? Is it because they're the same person?
See, I was going with the idea that if people think you murdered your sister, you're not going to write about it in your journal and incriminate yourself.
That's also the case.
Like, you're not going to put in your diary, Dear Diary, I killed my sister today, woohoo.
Dear Diary, it has been 3 weeks since I killed my sister.
How is she doing? I don't know, I haven't checked the closet recently. Like, you're not going to do that.
Yeah, great.
Okay, beyond this room, you there is a door. This isn't like a dead end reading nook. There is a door in this room.
Yeah.
Oh, there's just like a regular door? Okay, well...
That's new.
Then I guess maybe Adara didn't look very hard for secret doors.
Well, if they're the same person, that explains a lot about the portrait we saw in the parlor.
Oh wait, no, I totally lied. There's not a door in here.
Oh.
It's more in the other hallway that you were in before. I can't read. I don't know how maps work in my brain. Just kidding. This is
None
just
of us can read till now.
All right, then I am looking for secret doors in the bookshelves.
These are books.
So we go back out in the hall then.
Um, I mean, uh, thank you for updating the overlay. But, like, also, if you're one person, how do you hire someone to do a portrait of you where you usually have to stand still for several hours without, like, them immediately running out and being like, this person is two people?
I mean,
Well,
sometimes you have different people pose at different times. So,
yeah, that's a thing where, the family had enough money to buy this house, and they probably had enough to bribe God. So the other option is that, you know, the parents, which is just a really strange thing, actually. So the parents paid, like, they could have paid the painter to, like, keep mum about it and let Julian, I guess, get dressed up as Patty.
I'm still stuck on the fact that there, like, is the rumor going around that she's just dead.
Well, yeah, the rumor was that she was sickly and nobody saw much of her, if they saw her at all. But I mean, they had to have seen her.
so wait. The parents? The parents aren't involved in this. Have I found any secret doors?
I thought the parents were in the portrait with.
No, it's just
the two of them.
It's just okay. So that was my mistake. Then that was just Max's mistake.
This is what happens when we don't play the whole thing in one 5-hour session.
Gotta rewatch the previous episode to remember. So while we're having this conversation, I'm gonna assume that Adara is still poking around the room. Should I make some sort of check for that?
You can give me an investigation check if you want.
Sure.
The way you said
Sounded like you really wanted to make a check for that.
I feel like we've now found a dead end, so she'd be interested in moving on and like walking while talking. That is a 13.
You find some more books in here. A lot of them have like crossing out written in them, like corrections in the science books. Sort of like in the margins, there'll be a mathematical equation in the book and it'll be crossed out, and then a different equation written in the same hand as the journal will be written in. Or ideas written in the margins that just say like light, cantrip, and then later on like power kind of thing.
Okay. So this room seems like a dead end.
Back to the hall we go then.
Still can't get over the fact that there's a box full of ghosts at the end of the hallway.
That there's a what? Oh, box.
Like a box full of ghosts at the end of the hallway.
Yeah.
Guess a spookier box of chocolates.
Like, are we gonna have to open that up so that we can clear out the ghosts for the old ladies too? Remains to be seen.
I don't know. At this point, we're like baby-proofing the basement, but we're Margaret-proofing it.
So you hear your footfalls echoing as you walk further down the hall. And eventually you find yourself in a large, spacious laboratory. It's cluttered with magical and mundane experiments. A lot of them don't seem finished. They're sparking oddly, and like wires hanging down. One section, probably about a quarter of the room, is taken up by a giant machine that is humming and has bolts of lightning running up and down it. You can sense a powerful magical energy coming off of this.
Okay, Victor Frankenstein. How long have they been dead? Like Hattie and Julian, how long have they both been dead? According to legend. Okay, how has everything in this basement still been on this entire time with no one noticed?
Yeah.
You can give me an Arcana check.
Yes, I would love to know. Love to know who turned the generator on and never turned it off. That's an 11.
So you don't know who never turned the generator off, but you could guess that it's because nobody could get down here after Julian died. This seems to be the battery that powers all the electricity for the town.
Ah, okay. It's just like, I wonder if we can unplug some of this without, putting the whole town in darkness.
I mean, we don't know what it's
Seems-
doing. We don't know if it needs to be unplugged.
Just seems like a fire hazard. Because you said some of it's smoking, so I'm like, this is gonna go badly at one point.
You see afar, but beyond all of the clutter, there is another door. And you hear some wailing and scratching from beyond it.
All right. I was gonna ask if we wanted to poke through the clutter for anything interesting, but that feels more pressing.
Do not like.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
Through the
investigate
clutter,
the
that's behind a
noise.
door.
I'll check out the door while people who want to can check out the clutter.
Yeah, sure, I'll check out the clutter.
The chances of me understanding most of this are almost 0. So I'm going to stay with the door in case it is quite literally a person dying.
Okay. Adara
Yeah.
first. Give me a perception check.
Sure. Ooh, 24.
Okay, good. You see that door is warded by a lightning trap.
Just gonna, like, put a hand in front of Ophelia's, like, collarbone area and just be like, knit, hold up.
What?
It's trapped.
Oh. So the
Can I-
question is
Can I
Is
tell
it-
from, like, how it gets set off?
Yes. You can tell it would get set off by trying to open the door, but you can disable it with thieves' tools.
Okay.
I was gonna say, yeah, is it like a thing where you're trying to keep people from going in or trying to keep people from going out?
Possibly both.
Possibly both. I'm gonna wait for Euphoria to be ready before we mess with this door.
Euphoria, looking around. Give me an investigation check.
I don't like the screaming.
Sure.
We found Maggie's soundtrack though. Found them.
I rolled a 5.
Oh, you need different dice.
I'm using roll 20.
Oh, roll 20, no.
So, as soon as you start looking for things, the papers you are rummaging around in, as you move them to the side, a bright flaming skull emerges from the papers, flies into the center of the room, and says, "You must leave this place. I protect Julian Alabaster." And shoots out a ray of fire in a circle around it. And I would like everyone to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
Everyone.
Ooh.
I immediately dislike the fact that there is a giant
Can you use
skull
Bardic
in the-
Inspiration on a save?
Yes.
Alright, I'm doing that.
I got a 21.
Okay.
I got a 12.
I got a 16 thanks to the Bard.
Can you give yourself inspiration?
I cannot, which is the worst.
Take my die.
The class is just like, you must be a team player.
Mm-hmm. It's wild because I think you should be able to give yourself bardic inspiration because like if we're being real and honest, Like, some days you just gotta spend all day talking to yourself and give yourself a pep talk to just get through it. So
I mean, you right.
yeah. Especially when you have depression and anxiety, like, you can do it. I believe in you.
Euphoria.
Yes.
You take 23 fire damage.
Ooh.
You're a tiefling, so you only take half that.
Yay.
Everyone else takes half of that. So you take
A quarter of
12
it.
fire damage.
Half
but then
to
half
6.
that, so 6.
So a quarter of it.
Resisted.
I still have 2 points of temporary hit points. Yeah, baby.
So let's roll initiative, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm glad we healed again.
What kind of attack was that? Was that a... What was that?
That was a fireball.
Okay. Because I was like, if it's a melee, would you like to become cold?
18 on initiative.
Okay.
Hey, I rolled an 18 too.
Nice.
Nice. My die are actually not sucking tonight, and then I'm gonna say that, and then I'm gonna roll a 4 to attack.
I got a 21.
Oh, shit.
Yay!
Gosh.
And it did worse.
Amazing. Because... Oh, it's a flaming skull, right?
Uh-huh.
Hellish, like, so... I just want to talk as a player to other
we
players
could Hellish
right
Rebuke.
now. Yeah.
It's
yeah, but
it's the most healthy
so-
it'll ever be. So if you hellish rebuke it and it turns out that fire doesn't work, then like, good to figure it out now.
Okay, yeah, fine, let's do it.
Angie.
Hellish Rebuke. So it now has to make a dexterity saving throw. Since it damaged me.
Nothing seems to happen.
Cool, love that.
Oh,
As it is
gosh.
on fire, it seems not bothered by fire.
Cool. That's
It looks
fine.
like this.
Oh, I love that
Oh.
illustration. It's such a good picture.
The very classic.
So
Cool.
And you found my other favorite bad guy.
Aww.
Amazing.
You know
love
that
flaming skulls
picture
so
where I
much.
think it's from the old Chua, but it's like, I see you, bitch, with the flaming skull? That's what I always think of when I hear about these things.
Alright, who's up?
Cool.
Euphoria.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not having any of this. I'm casting Shatter on the flaming skull.
Do it.
Yeah. So it has to make a Constitution saving throw. Have fun, skull.
It's not
Bonehead.
very constituented.
Mm-hmm.
It's
That's
just
a nat 1.
Skeletor.
Destiny.
Good. It gets wrecked with my last second level spell slot. So it's going to take 15 thunder damage. Yep.
Nice.
I think this is really funny because like Eleanor and Margaret are upstairs and all they hear is like this cacophonous boom coming from the basement.
And Margaret's probably just like, yes!
Eleanor's like, our house.
Maggie's like, if it
Maggie's
collapses,
like,
it's
yeah!
more mysterious. Oh, yes. I love that.
Yeah, so that's it for me.
Dara, I think you have a slightly higher dex than Ophelia, so you are up.
Yeah. I'm willing to believe that.
I have a +2.
Oh yeah, I have a +4.
Yep.
I only have physical stats, guys.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna jog over to this flaming skull and I'm gonna hit it with my scimitar. I draw my shield and my scimitar, just for the record. Actually, do I know anything about skulls? About this skull?
that everyone has one.
Would I
mean-
like remember from fighting skeletons, for example, that like a bludgeoning weapon would be better here?
Oh.
Or is it too different
Give
and
me
I
an
wouldn't know this?
Arcana check.
Sure. I don't think I know. 8.
You know that bludgeoning might not matter so much because this is such a magical creature.
Okay. I at least Idara feels validated that she like remembered to think about it and then was like, no, this is fine. And so scimitar. 11?
No. It dodges out of the way of that.
That's fine. Maybe I can bite it.
Try and give me a bite.
15.
What the?
So as you do that, a magical shimmering barrier goes around it. And your bite can't get through.
Wow.
Ugh, mage armor. Hate that.
Rude. It's either
Not
mage armor or
mage
shield.
armor.
Both.
Ah.
Both.
All
Yes.
right. Well, I'm here now. And we'll hopefully roll above an 8 next time.
All right, Ophelia.
So I'm not even gonna try to antagonize this thing, because if I antagonize this thing, there's a large chance I'm going to Chomp City. I am...
My hometown.
Yes. I am going to pull out my magic missile, my wand of magic missiles, and point it at it and say, "What do you mean you protect Julian?"
It turns and looks at you and says, I protect Julian. You must leave. I protect Julian Alabaster.
Where is Julian?
I protect Julian Alabaster.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to tell you this, but you do know Julian's dead, right? Like, you can protect him from a lot of stuff, but not from the grips of death.
Ophelia, I'm not convinced this thing is conversation worthy.
You know what? I don't know either. I'm just very unnerved by the idea of having to smack a skull.
Julian is not dead. Julian is here. I protect Julian Alabaster.
Where's Julian then? We haven't seen him.
And are you going to do anything else for the rest of your turn, Ophelia?
I'm gonna hold my action unless this thing tries to attack me.
Okay. So the skull suddenly starts to shimmer and waver. It gets difficult to see, almost like it's blurry. It's tough to tell where it is. And
Love that.
Love to see it.
it's Euphoria's turn now.
Cool.
Goddamn magic skulls.
I mean, at least we now know that Julian's not dead, question mark?
At least we
Yeah,
know this undead thinks Julian isn't dead.
Yeah, if it's now in a conversational mood, I am going
It's in
to.
a conversation.
I think it's just conversational with me. I haven't smacked it.
Well, I mean, it smacked me first, so
Yeah, it smacked all of us first.
I am going to heal myself.
Okay.
For talking to this thing. Cool. I get 8 points of heals, and I'm down to 1 spell slot. This is great. This is so good. I love it so much. That's the end of my turn.
Okay.
Oh!
We are low enough level that your rapier is like pretty comparable with the
Yes.
nonsense I'm doing.
Yes. Oh, and I have the Grey Bag of Tricks. I can't forget that on my next turn.
Reginald!
Anyway.
Adari, you're up.
All right. I'll just look at the skull and look at Ophelia and look back at the skull and ready a scimitar attack in case the skull does literally anything that's not talking to Ophelia or Euphoria.
Okay. So you're holding your action?
Yeah.
Okay. Ophelia, you are up.
I'm gonna, like, look at the skull again and be like, you're gonna tell me where Julian is right now.
You should leave. I protect Julian Alabaster.
Yes, we've gone over this. And, I'm gonna, like, get a little bit closer to, like, I'm gonna pretend that I'm, like, getting close to turning the doorknob of this door, and I'm gonna see how this thing reacts.
Okay.
Don't set off the lightning bolt.
I'm not gonna. I'm like moving my hand like behind me so it looks like I want to twist it.
Okay, so you're not actually going to turn the door.
No, I'm just like moving my hand so it looks like I'm about to.
Okay. Let's see. At that, the skull says, "You will not hurt Julian Alabaster." And 5-foot diameter sphere of fire appears right in front of you, Ophelia.
I hit the
And I
skull.
would like you. What?
I hit the skull.
I was gonna say,
It's
as
not
my
moving there.
My ready
It's
action
casting a
goes
spell.
off. It's doing something other than talking to Ophelia.
I was
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
say my
okay.
action was also to shoot a magic missile at it.
So, make your attack at disadvantage, Adara.
Okay.
Oh, this is a good adventure to be a tiefling. Lots of fire.
Fine.
around.
Dodge the 19, but does a what is that? 17 hit?
You almost hit, and then that shield goes around it again. So annoying.
Eventually, the skull will run out of spell slots.
Bold of you to assume it has spell slots and not spell stacks.
Yeah, who knows? I don't know how magic works.
And you Ophelia, you were gonna do magic missile?
Yeah, that was my reaction originally because I said if it tried to attack me, I was gonna cast magic missile.
So fun thing about shield, it specifically says you take no damage from magic missile.
That's
Every
rip.
time.
This singular flaming skull is our like hardest fight we've ever
It was
had.
like, well, also, do I know that? No, because I don't know what the frick he's got going on here. So I can fire it at him. It's not gonna
Oh
work.
yeah, you can fire it. It just doesn't do anything.
Yeah. And then what's the deal with the ball of fire?
Give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, okay. Imagine getting bested by a giant skull. I could never. This is gonna be annoying. I got a natural 20.
Okay.
Like,
Nice.
shit, magic skull.
Good.
So I'm gonna say you don't even take the half damage that you would get on a save. You just clear that fire. And then the skull moves this ball, igniting some of the papers in here and kind of tearing up the room a little bit. And it's going to bump this sphere into Adara. And I would like you to also give me a dexterity saving throw.
Sure.
While the skull is doing this dumb thing, I'm gonna be like, you know, if you set the entire lab on fire, you're also gonna hurt Julian Alabaster, right? You do put that together.
17.
17. Yes, you have avoided that. And let's see. You only take 3 fire damage, which
Is that
to
with
you is
the
like
tiefling
1.
resistance?
No, so that's 1.
Ah. Ow, I am so hurt.
Euphoria, you're up.
Like I said, great time to be a tiefling.
Sure. Amazing. What do we do?
We are in a
I got-
stalemate. Nobody in this room can hurt each other.
I'm talking to it. I don't know what you guys are doing.
It's pretty funny because all of his damage is like fire.
Buddy!
I mean, the
Season
best.
play spell.
So if Ophelia's out of the way, is the skull moving towards the door with the lightning trap on it?
No, he just dropped a flaming sphere in front of her. He's staying where he was.
Just chilling.
Just come up and stab it. It'll work eventually, probably.
Maybe.
Well, my other bright idea was
Trick him
if
into
the skull was
going
in
up.
front of the door, I was gonna thunder wave, which means I can push something 10 feet, and I was just gonna push him through the door.
Oh, nice.
You're gonna volley Skeletor into this lightning bolt.
Yes, that's exactly what I was gonna try to do.
Would the lightning bolt go off if we're just trying to, like, bash down the door and not open it with the handle?
I don't know, would it?
I like, saw the trap. Would I know if
That's
that
a
would
great
set
question,
it off?
actually, though. If I would move every piece of the door except the doorknob.
If the door opens, the trap goes off.
Cool.
Okay.
but the skeleton's in the middle of the room and not in front of the door.
Yes.
Julian's having a hot time marinating in that closet.
All right, yeah, sure. I'll just run up and hit it with my rapier at this point, because what else am I gonna do? I'm just a
Okay.
bard.
You're at disadvantage because it's blurry.
Cool. Alright, disadvantage with the +1 rapier is a 15.
Hey!
Yeah, you get him.
That's not that
Of
bad.
course I do, because I'm a criminal. I used to do the what is it, the cup game? Yeah.
Oh, yes.
You've always like, I've seen this a million times. I could probably hit him. 11 piercing damage. Oh wait, I add 1, so that's 12 piercing damage.
Yay!
Okay. Doesn't seem to do as much damage as you thought it would, but it's not like when it totally shrugged off the fire damage.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
Adara, you are up.
All right, I'm gonna take another swing at this thing. Still disadvantage. That is a 22 to hit.
Yeah, you hit him.
All right, good.
Back him!
D6. Please take 12 points of slashing damage. It is a +1 and silvered weapon, in case that matters.
Dunk that skelly boy.
12 points of 12?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna try to bite the head. It hasn't yet been proven to be a bad idea. So,
Something's not a bad idea.
that
It doesn't mean
one
it's a good
wasn't in the
idea.
cards.
Got a nat 1?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
It's poison time!
So he's on fire.
I resist fire. I'm not scared of this fucker.
Yeah.
But like, if you eat what is the equivalent of a small sun, it's still gonna hurt.
Give me a constitution saving throw.
I'm a
Oh,
fighter.
Lord.
I'm great at these.
Is this how Adara bones you?
19 on the die. 24. Fuck you.
He's spicy and warm, and you have a little bit of dry mouth, but you're otherwise okay.
He's a habanero.
Again,
wash
not
him
proven
out
to
with
be a
the-
bad idea yet.
Ophelia, you're up.
Yeah. I'm gonna like I'm again just going to like sit there. I'm gonna put my like wand away and look at the skull and be like, we're not gonna hurt him, and you have a higher chance of hurting him right now with the giant ball of fire you got going on.
I cannot risk you opening that door.
Can
I
I just
protect Julian Alabaster. You are intruders.
can I not just talk to him through the door?
Julian suffers unfairly.
For what?
You're gonna suffer unfairly, Idara
No,
says
you.
helpfully.
No, you. Yeah, but like, what is Julian suffering for? I think the most he's suffering is that he's been shoved in a cleaning closet.
Julian suffers. I protect. You must leave.
If we leave, will he shut up? Because I don't think that trying to fight Skeletor is gonna solve anything right now. It's more likely to go nuclear and explode the whole laboratory, and then take Julian with him.
Is this to us or to the skull?
To you guys.
Oh. I will remind you that we're here to clear out monsters so old ladies can traverse this place safely. I don't think Maggie would turn around at the flaming skull.
No, she wouldn't, but also, there is very few things that even we can do to this thing at this point.
I don't know, I feel like I'm getting a handle on it.
I mean, we could do 2 birds, 1 stone if we get the skull in front of the door and I just push him through.
I mean, we can try to do this. Where is the skull in relation to like everything else in the room? I know it's like in the middle of the room, but like
In the middle of the room.
Okay.
You and Adara were Adara's right in front of it. You were at the door, and I wasn't sure where Euphoria was. Off on a side, right?
Rummaging through the clutter.
I was like going through notes and stuff, trying to figure shit out.
Okay.
So, Ophelia, was there anything else you wanted to do with your turn?
I'm trying to see what else I have.
Okay.
I have a water skin. I just want to take that out and see if whipping trying to splash water onto it will do anything.
Okay.
There's a giant skull that's on fire. That just seems like something that if I have no other idea what to do, I'd just be like, yeah.
Yeah, give me a ranged spell attack.
Okay. Oh, buddy. 24.
Nice.
So you douse this skull, and then after a split second, his eyes relight and the fire reforms around him.
Good effort, though. Good idea.
Thank you.
And then
That hurt his feelings.
he moves that flaming sphere over to Ophelia again, and I would like you to give me a dex saving
We're
throw.
doing this again? Okay. Hang on. What is the Bardic Inspiration? Is it a D6?
It's a D6 for right now until I hit level 5.
Okay. That's an 11.
Okay, so you needed a 13.
Nice.
But you're a thief, so you're okay. And I rolled really low. So that was 4 fire damage, so you take 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay,
And
so I
then-
no longer have temporary hit points, but I still have armor.
And then this is something that Ophelia is familiar with. Magic missile shoots out at each of you. And you each take, weirdly, 3... Nope. Euphoria and Ophelia each take 3 force damage. Adara, you take 4.
Feels personal, but okay.
Sounds fake, but okay. How much did you say it was 3?
Yes.
Okay.
This is
Actually, I just
wild.
realized I do still have temporary hit points because I forgot that when I cast a spell, I also get another 5 hit points. Yeah.
And at this point, the skull just goes, leave!
Oh my god.
It's
I
your
can
turn.
bet that Jamie's just like, wow, this shouldn't have been this hard.
Jamie's like, this is for 5 players.
Oh my god.
Look, if it didn't keep casting shield, this would have been over a long time ago.
The homeboy really found that one move that works, so he's just spamming the button.
It's Euphoria's turn?
Yep, it's Euphoria's turn.
Oh, all right. You know what? I'm just gonna hit it again with my rapier.
Do that. Disadvantage is still blurry.
21.
Yeah!
Yes! Yes!
Takes 10 piercing damage.
Okay.
Get wrecked,
Oh,
Bone
God, that's
Daddy.
awesome. Oh, we'll have to explain that later.
All right. Adara.
No, before
Oh.
this happens, I give 1 bardic inspiration to Adara.
Alright, thanks.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna swing my scimitar at it. I will use my bardic inspiration on that. Fuck you, disadvantage. Alright, that is a 16 to hit.
Okay.
Does it go through? Okay,
It does.
good.
Hey.
Please take 12 points of +1 scimitar silver damage.
So how do you want to do this?
Idara just takes her scimitar and just fucking stay still and like grabs this flaming skull by the top of its head and just like stabs it right through an eye socket. And then cuts up because it's slashing, not piercing. Cuts down so she doesn't hit her hand. She's not stupid.
The skull is silent, and the light fades from its eyes, and the fire, whoosh, is away.
Gosh, that took way too long.
How?
Any of you might want to give me an Arcana or Religion check, though.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm just gonna do both because they're like, I'm perfect. Oh, that's a critical failure. Don't trust me with anything.
I got a 12 for Arcana.
I got a 4. I've read
You're
one book in
begging.
my life and it wasn't magic.
So Euphoria,
Yeah.
you remember there's something weird about flame skulls.
Cool.
You can't remember exactly what it was, but you know that unless like holy water or some sort of magic spell is cast on them, like dispel magic or remove curse or something, they come back to life pretty soon. You don't remember how soon, but you know that that's a thing that happens.
All right. Amazing. So is there like ash on the floor then? So is it just gonna keep reanimating from ashes like a phoenix?
It's like a skull that is no longer on fire.
Oh, okay. So the skull's
Okay.
just sitting on
So
the floor.
he's just
Cool.
gonna get angry
Yeah.
again.
Yeah. So, Ophelia, do you have any holy water on you?
Yes.
Yeah. Can we dump that on the skull, please? Because it might come back to life soon if we don't.
Does it like directly have to touch it?
That I don't know.
Can I just do the thing where I just like put it on top again? Okay. I'm gonna take out the last vial of holy water I have and like sprinkle half of it on the skull.
Yes, you have neutralized the flame skull.
Yay. I'm
Finally.
glad Euphoria had the brain cell.
Ugh.
Uh-huh.
Does this look like any specific creature of like skull, or is it like any kind of animal, or is it just
Looks
skull?
like a human.
Okay. I was like, oh, maybe we found his sister finally.
That was a really good effort for negotiating with the flaming undead skull, Idara will say, while like trying to maybe pat out some of the flames.
Yeah.
We learned some
like,
shit.
Yeah, I feel like he was more dangerous than he thought he was. Is there like a cask of water or anything in here?
Cask of water.
Like like you know how in some labs they
Oh,
have
yeah,
like
sure.
specific containers of water. Yeah, I just want to like walk over and be like, "Sploosh, please put out the lab before it burns down this whole woman's house."
Yes. Yeah, you can do that. Now that some of the clutter has burned away,
Nice.
it's much easier to search. And in a corner kind of by the door, you can find what Euphoria you would recognize as the banshee cure that Julian had described. You see a tinderbox,
Uh-huh.
and if you take a closer look at it, you see that inside of it is a bird's nest woven with herbs and soaked in various oils.
Where's the doppelganger eye?
Probably still on its skull upstairs.
Should we consider grabbing that?
If we like reflect back on the doppelganger, did it still have its eyes? Because I know that's a thing in taxidermy. Like you're supposed to take those out and replace those with marbles or something.
Mm-hmm.
Still has its eyes.
Ah.
They probably like salted it, dried it out, and then stuck them back in. They're like, "Here you go."
Do you reckon we should go get it?
Yeah.
Uh,
Based on very little information except pure conjecture, I have a feeling there's a banshee on the other side of this door.
I'm
And
gonna like walk over to
it
the
may,
door.
may or
Like,
may not be Julian.
yeah, I'm gonna walk over and be like, "Hey, Julian, how you doing in there?"
You're
Jess.
muted.
You hear wailing and howling on the other side of the door.
Does it
Yeah,
change in like consistency when Ophelia says that?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, it seems like he's having a bad day.
Let's come back with an eyeball.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know how to rid someone of banshee disease.
Well, we found that out earlier in his journal.
Did the
We
journal
just need
include the instructions or just like that it could be done?
We can grab it again.
It was like
and
the
I can
second.
read it more thoroughly.
Yeah, it was like the second page had the instructions, or. Okay. The universe is nodding. So I feel good about this assumption.
Yes.
The universe is nodding. Because I'm like, if it's a theory, there's a possibility that shit ain't going well.
Cool. Let's go back upstairs and take an eyeball out of a statue.
Okay.
I'll touch it.
Ghost, not it.
Yeah, I'll touch it.
Yeah, no.
This
no,
is-
I'll go grab the journal.
Okay.
Before we leave the lab, is there anything else that's kind of like in the lab that is interesting or sticks out in particular?
I mean, there's a lot of like half-finished magical devices and just like weird shit in here.
Okay, I was more thinking of like when someone locks themselves in their workshop and doesn't leave, like is there food? Is there clothing? Is there anything else? Is there like traces of other people?
No.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, he's just chilling in there. Seems like he came down here because he's like, well, here it goes. And just locked himself in the closet. Really not looking for it, but just throwing an eye in a tinderbox.
I'm just gonna start heading back upstairs, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know if you two want to come with. I plan for this to be quick.
I'm gonna take a short rest.
Cool.
I'll stay down here with Euphoria, and I will also get all 2 of my spells.
Ooh. Yeah, I'll go upstairs while they're resting and grab the eyeball.
Okay. So waiting at the top of the stairs is Maggie, and right behind her is Eleanor, and they're both holding teacups. And Maggie kind of looks at you and says, "We heard a bang."
Yeah, there was a flaming skull that tried to kill us. We killed it first. It's a work in progress. The good news is we're all still alive and healthy. I need to do something with the doppelganger statue real quick, and then I'm gonna head back down.
As soon as you say flaming skull, Maggie's eyes just light up and she looks so excited.
It's not there anymore. I'm sorry.
And Eleanor puts a hand on her shoulder. So, I'm sorry, did you say you need the doppelganger?
Not the whole thing.
What's down there? Did you see anything besides the flame? Besides the skeleton head?
You know,
did you see Julian? Did you find any relics?
Not yet, but we're working on it, and I feel like it'll be a much better story to tell you when we have the whole thing. So I'm just gonna grab that, and then I'll see you all again in like maybe an hour, maybe 2.
Do be careful. It's the last thing that he bought before he died.
Yes. It turns out he had a specific purpose for it, and we're just gonna finish that up. So, I will be careful with it, but it may look different when I'm done. But that was Julian's will.
Okay. What's the purpose?
I need the eyeball for something.
Eleanor kind of says, "We're more than happy to help you with whatever you need. Have you seen Julian? Did he tell you he needed this himself?"
Not yet, but I found a journal that yep, the journal will be all yours once we're done making the basement safe for you. It will be very exciting.
I'll get out a pedestal and I'll put it in the entry hall. We can put glass around
Yep.
it. Oh, it'll be
Yep. You should
Maggie
get
goes,
ready for that now.
Stop playing and get the girl a spoon.
Yeah. I mean, I have like a knife that might work a little better, but I appreciate your support.
Oh no,
Melon
we've got one of
baller.
those spoons with the sharp edges, so you can use it kind of as a knife or a fork or a spoon. Why need more than one implement? I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Did Julian also invent the spork knife?
I was gonna say, we have sporks in Waterdeep too.
She runs off and comes back with like a melon baller, like
Great.
jagged edges.
Yay!
Goes, this dude, that thing's got big eyes.
I mean, does it seem like it'll do? It's probably fine, right?
Yeah, it's probably.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. All right. I'm gonna go pop an eyeball out of a taxidermy doppelganger. You know, as you do. I assume I have two old ladies hovering immediately behind me.
Oh, yes, you do. They are like right behind you, like, oh.
Yeah.
The tiefling that's touched the doppelganger.
And they're just gonna kind of like poke at you and whisper how excited they are.
I'm glad you're
And-
excited.
Again, ask permission to like come down into the basement.
I really don't think that would be smart right now.
Well,
Um,
okay.
Adara's sitting on like 13 points of HP damage right now, so she probably just shows them like some massive gash and like just the burn marks like crawling down her arm and is just like, it's not safe yet. We're working on it.
And Maggie just goes, "That's amazing! We match!"
I was gonna say,
Oh, I
yeah,
forgot.
what makes you think that damage is gonna dissuade Maggie? She already showed us her crinkled up witch arm.
Yeah, but just, you know, it's a work in progress. Thanks for the eyeball. Here's your eyeball baller back.
If you see Julian, tell him we're his biggest fans up here, and he can come on up and we'll get him a cuppa. I don't know if he could still drink it, but
Will do. I'll go back down.
No, you should have told her that she can now put the melon baller on display.
Oh yeah! Oh my
The
gosh.
last thing that Julian ever bought.
Julian's last wish was to use this melon baller. No, Ophelia's gonna have to remember that. Adara was just like, I was hoping they would ask fewer questions.
I was gonna say, bold of you to assume that Maggie would not ask
I
questions.
In Adara's head, they were out like redoing the tea right then, and she could just like sneak in, get the eyeball, and leave again. And that didn't work.
they were so excited.
They're so excited. I love them.
I was about to ask if you wanted to pick the lock while you were down there, but you're short resting, and that's a little more intense. So
I'm
just
having to
chill,
lay
sing
down
a
on the
song.
floor.
I
Okay.
was gonna say, I don't think we would have tried to open Chekhov's closet here without a door. Anyway.
Yeah, no. Yeah, Euphoria basically went, got the journal, and then just decided to have a brief respite on the floor.
Could I join in on the short rest before we
Absolutely.
Yeah, come
Adara will
chill
just
on the floor with us.
sit down next to both of you on the floor and hold out like the I don't know, I assume it's like kind of that weird like jelly like gumdrop
egg.
texture. Yeah, big eyeball. Be like, got it.
Yeah, put that in a beaker or something. I don't want to.
Yeah,
The
Put
fuck's
it in
a
the tinder
beaker?
box. There's a spot in the
Oh,
bird's
yeah, the
nest
box.
for it.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
cool.
I was gonna say, yeah, while we are also short resting, I'm going to get up and use some of the water from the cursed lab to water my flower.
And I'm gonna use some hit dice to heal.
Yeah.
All right.
I can just imagine trying to report back on this if this was like a one-shot, if you were just like random adventurers for hire and you tried to explain this to someone else. Like, what did you do for 50 gold? Well, here you go.
What indeed?
What would you do for a Klondike bar? Not
Right.
this.
I'm
Never
ready
this
to go
again.
whenever.
All right. So, you know that to what Julian thought would dispel the curse would be to light this tinderbox in the vicinity of the banshee. But also to get past the door, you will need to disable that trap.
I feel confident that we can do that.
I was gonna say, I can just mage hand the door open.
Yeah, that'll work.
It's an incorporeal hand. Like, the worst case scenario is that my hand just gets a little zing.
Or
is
that
the
it
rest of...
breaks something else in the room? Because is it like a
Yeah.
lightning bolt? And if so, what's the door aimed at? Is my concern.
It's aimed at that battery that lights the town.
I'm not thrilled about that
Yeah, can we not?
yet.
I was gonna say, can we just, like, cover it with water or something so it doesn't shoot off, like, fire and electricity?
The
add
the
water to your
electricity
lightning.
you want to
Yeah,
block with
no,
water?
thank you.
Oh, I thought you meant, like, it was gonna, like, set stuff on fire with lightning. I was like, oh, yeah, setting stuff on fire is not a good idea. Oh,
I mean, Idara and Euphoria are both like really competent at thieves' tools. Like, I'm
Yeah.
pretty confident in our ability to mundanely bypass this door.
Yeah, so basically I think what needs to happen is somebody's got to be ready to go with the light, and the other person's gonna basically like unlock the door, kick it in, and then we just throw the flaming bird's nest into the closet.
Okay, yeah, if you guys want to try to open the door, I can sit
Like,
here with my
yeah.
with my produce flame, light it on fire, and then whip it in
Just
there.
like,
Sounds good.
Jean-Claude Van Damme kicked the door in.
Just like Grandma used to make.
All right.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is Euphoria's gonna pick the lock, Adara's kicking the door open, and Ophelia is at the ready with a flame in one hand and a tinderbox at the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, essentially.
Okay.
All right, here we
Euphoria,
go.
give me that thieves' tools kit, and Adara can help you if she wants.
Sure.
She's right at that door.
Yes, that
I
would
am
be
also-
helpful.
Yeah.
Adara's like, you got this.
All right, you have advantage.
16.
With advantage?
Yes, with advantage.
Oh.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say, because if one of
I
us
rolled
fails,
an
this is
11
gonna
the
go
first
so bad.
time.
Okay. Everybody give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
As a kaboom happens.
Now I told this entire town to go back to the Dark Ages.
well, if we bring Julian back, he can fix the mistake.
Mhm.
I got a 23.
Okay.
21.
I got a 5.
Oh no!
You've killed our warlock.
Ophelia, you take 12 lightning damage.
Oh, that's
That's
not
fine.
the worst.
Yeah,
That's not
I
bad.
rolled very poorly.
Good.
Oh,
the
great.
2d10.
Thank you.
The other two of you take 6,
Okay.
and that battery that had lightning running up and down on it just goes. "Meow."
That's fine.
Yeah, that's what I. Wow, this guy really said if anyone dares to come check on me, I will plunge this down into the Dark Ages. Wow. Way to be, Julian. Is everything cool now? Am I good to like light this thing and whip it in there?
Light it.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
kick the door open.
The
'cause-
door, in fact, is exploded now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
fair.
yeah, I'm just gonna light
And-
this thing and like kick it in the general direction.
And you see ahead of you a cozy and cluttered room with books and crystals, and it's lit by multicolored fairy lights and several houseplants that are in excellent condition.
Perplexing.
I mean, at least it's not a closet, and I'm still gonna like kick the tinderbox in there.
You want to like mage hand it in?
Either way, yeah,
Okay.
sure. Just be like, delivery.
Magenta smoke pours out from the tinderbox. And as you kick it towards a creature who looks like one of the alabasters, it's hard to tell because this creature is pale, almost transparent, and haggard. That long hair is unkempt and ratty. And it might be Julian because it looks like he's wearing a torn and tattered semi-transparent suit.
Oh, someone needs a
His
shower.
face is racked with anguish, and he looks like there are dried tears on his face.
Oh, buddy.
As the smoke surrounds him, a sense of calm and peace washes over him. And he regains his senses. And he suddenly looks just like the Julian Alabaster you saw in the painting. He's still kind of wavering there, but he looks at the three of you. Who are you? And thank you, my cure, it worked. I don't have much time, but thank you. And out of his hand is a charm. And he holds it out to you.
I'll just like mage hand and like pick it up with the thumb and the pointer finger. Because I don't know what this thing does yet.
As you mage hand it away, the smoke, the magenta smoke around him turns gray. And the smoke and Julian himself
No.
disappear.
No.
Before he goes,
No.
Adara's just
Okay,
like, the
you
old
can
ladies
say.
upstairs say that they're big fans of you.
Yeah.
He
and, like,
smiles.
Euphoria wants to quickly ask, are there notes how to fix your lightning thingy here in your lab? Because we kind of broke it trying to do the thing we just did for you.
He starts to vanish, and you hear his voice go, "Oh no."
You guys literally assumed that this man who has been dead for years would be allowed to just come back to life, do our handiwork, and then go into the void.
Yeah.
Just wanted him to know that he had fans.
Well,
That charm is actually 3 charms. You each now have a charm of Conjure Minor Elemental. You can
Ooh.
conjure a minor elemental at 4th level once each before it vanishes.
Can you repeat that?
Once each.
You can each conjure a minor elemental once.
Like, once, period, not once per day.
Once, period.
Mhm.
Okay, all right. I just wanted to make sure.
for the chat, Adam's like his final words. Done good.
Maybe we can get Shy to fix it.
You can't fix what's been broken, honey. It's
All
like,
right.
oh, maybe Shy can glue it back together. He's in a million pieces, Euphoria.
No,
I
the
meant
battery.
the lightning, like the giant
It's in a
generator.
million pieces, Euphoria.
It didn't seem like it was broken apart,
It
right?
just
It just like
powered
powered down.
Yeah.
It got blasted by like
Lightning.
force and lightning.
Maybe one of the
Just-
magic people has a spell for it.
Just smack it again with lightning.
Yeah, I don't have mending yet.
All right.
I don't
What's
have
in
water
this
Blue,
room?
that ought to do it.
So Julian's like gone, right?
He is gone.
All right.
Yeah.
What's in this room? Adara will say storming into his like
Might blur.
bedroom.
There we go.
Not really, no. It's just
Okay.
There we go.
Books, crystals, twinkle lights, and houseplants that have a whiff of magic around them. It seems like they've been kept alive long past their prime. And a lot of books.
Well, at least he was comfortable while he was decaying. I guess.
Any books on how to fix the thing that's in here? Or are they all like leisure books?
They're leisure books.
How to fold
course
origami
they
for
are.
kids.
Do I remember anything from the room where we got Julian's journal? Like the books that had corrections and stuff in them? Were any of them about electronics?
Some of them were, yeah. It would be tough to piece together.
Mm-hmm.
Someone could probably do it.
All right.
I'm not smart.
Like a lightning elementalist or something.
Like perhaps
Just
a storm something or other.
Storm sorcerer maybe could do
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Or like the storm catcher.
Spinner?
Spinner? Yeah, a storm spinner.
Oh, a storm spinner? There, I mean, maybe.
At least
I was
in
gonna
name.
say. I was gonna say, are we just gonna summon a lightning elemental, be like, fix this, and
This
they're gonna
feels like
just jump
something
into
Fennel
it?
would be good at.
Yep,
It's alchemy related, maybe.
maybe.
Adara says, having very little knowledge about either of these subjects.
Like you'd say that regardless of what it is. It's just like running water. Seems like it's alchemy.
Could be alchemy.
I cast summon Fennel.
All right.
Uh,
Well, then good news. We broke the battery, but that seems like a really good way for Fennel and her aunts to make up. So ultimately,
gonna ask
it's
you
probably
how
for the
that's
best,
gonna
really.
yeah,
Mhm.
you started that sentence with, "It's good news that we broke something," and I was wondering where you were going with that. So I'm glad it did go somewhere good.
I'm offended that you would doubt me.
Just out of curiosity, because I have my herbalism kit and everything, what kind of plants are in here? I can't hear you, Jess. I don't know if your mic
I
is
know,
on.
because I don't know plants. Like a ficus and a fern.
Well, I'm like, are they house plants? Are they like...
Houseplants, yeah.
Okay, because I was gonna say, are they like medicine plants, or like what kind of plants are they?
No, it's houseplants.
Okay, what's the smallest house plant that's in here?
An African violet.
Thank you. I'm like a green one.
When the photosynthesizes?
The entire
okay.
room is actually just oregano, and that's it.
He was gonna sell
Weed,
it for
it's all
$25
weed.
a bag. Yeah. So yeah, I'm taking
Succulents, that's the word I was looking for.
succulents. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna take one of the succulents and be like, okay, now you have a friend, and then like put it next to my phoenix flower.
Yay!
Oh.
Now not lonely. Anything else like in this room that's super like sticky outy?
Is there
Mhm.
like another journal in here maybe?
Or a body?
There
Oh,
is not a body
Okay.
or a journal.
Does it feel like
But
there
look-
should be a body? Do we need to keep looking for a body?
No.
Okay.
Looking around, you get the sense that Julian came in here to die.
oh.
I was gonna say, do we have to check the fireplace?
Then where's the body?
I mean, if you turn into a banshee, don't you just like eventually turn into mist and then disappear?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's been our experience.
So yeah, his body just like whoosh. He just like permanently Dracula himself away. Essentially.
All right.
So are we clear to go back upstairs? Were there any other like passageways we didn't explore?
You got it all.
I think the only thing that's left is the Ghostbusters box, but it's fine as long as it's not opened.
Yeah. Well, the box, that trap. How do you set off that trap? It was like it's only activated by ghosts, and you'd have to intentionally break it open in order to release the ghosts.
By failing to disarm it, you
Okay.
would open it.
I'm just like, can I take the box and whip it into a fire and just burn it?
So
we
That
don't
would
have to
also
fight
release
ghosts.
the ghosts.
Yes.
So we could just tell Maggie and Eleanor that we left them one safely sealed box full of ghosts, and as long as they don't mess with it, they're allowed to have ghosts in the basement for realsies.
Or tell Maggie she can put it behind glass and no one gets to touch it.
Well, it is like in the middle of a hallway.
It's like built into the floor.
Yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Just put a case over it, right? Like a glass floor.
I can't
type of
stress
deal.
enough that it is in the middle
Like at
of the
Frederick
floor.
Douglass's house where they have the red light and they're like, this is where he died.
Ugh.
It's God, I'm just like
Oh.
imagine it's like a sad little Lunchable full of ghosts on the floor.
But I feel like that would be a good compromise since we did take out everything else in here, but that way Maggie gets a set of safely secured ghosts for the spooky house.
I say, could we just free them, shove them in the closet, and unlock it with the lightning again?
I think that would be less secure.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right,
uh,
let's head back upstairs. Does that sound okay?
low key before we go up there, I don't know if I trust Maggie not to unleash the ghosts. I don't know
Maybe
if I
we'll
trust her
tell
not to do
Eleanor
that.
first.
Yeah.
Let's
was
tell
like-
Eleanor first, and she can make an executive decision on whether or not the ghost box should stay.
I was gonna say, or you could like just tell Fennel and have her come down here with some ghosts to be gone. Sure, I'm just gonna make that. Okay, yeah. Okay.
All right.
All right. I think we're golden now.
I think we're good.
So sitting on the top step is Maggie, and Eleanor is leaning on the wall behind her.
Most of the way up, Idara is just like, I did also remember that I told them about the journal and said that they could have it. Just,
Oh,
anyway.
all right.
Hey.
Then I'll bring it up.
As soon as they spot you, Maggie jumps up and says, "Did you see him? Did you see Julian? Did he tell you where Hattie went?"
No, but he's very glad that you are fans of him.
We did see him, but he did not tell us.
You told him?
Yeah.
You saw him?
Yeah.
And they just hold hands for a moment. Say, what else did you see? Can we go down there? Is it safe?
Actually, yeah.
Eleanor.
Hey, I'm gonna look at the other two and be like, do we want to just give them a quick tour?
Yeah, I think a supervised
Yes.
tour would be smart.
Yes.
Eleanor says, we've never been on a tour of adventurers and
Well,
through our own basement. Well, it's a very private tour.
mm-hmm.
Really exclusive.
I'm gonna fade in the background
one night only.
Gonna let you two take care of this one.
Dara just tweens out of existence.
Adara walks behind so that if Maggie tries to, fiddle with, for example, the ghost box, we can be like, whack, knock that off.
No.
As soon as they descend the room with you, they see that coat that was hanging on the wall by the door and just start cooing over it. And Maggie goes, I could fit into his boots. And she tries to fit them on. Eleanor checks the coat pockets. It's really his. It's really his. Oh,
Adara
and there's more than just this.
Adara leans over to Ophelia and is just like, this is gonna take fucking hours.
It is, but we should humor them. They let us into our house and let us remove the boy from the basement.
Yeah.
So hours later,
yeah,
after excitedly giving them the tour, which takes forever, they spend a very long time with the Minotaur skeleton and the Bone Naga.
I also assume the room full of books with like Julian's notes in a bunch of the books is like,
yes.
Oh my god, that's 4 hours right there.
Yes.
At least.
And when they get to the battery, this is why the lights went out.
That's
you broke
correct.
the lights.
Julian broke the
Julian
lights.
broke the lights.
Yeah.
But Fennel can probably fix it.
She definitely can.
Yeah, she's super smart.
Fennel isn't a mage or an electrician of some sort. Are you sure?
Julian told us you should really ask Fennel to help.
Only one way to find out.
Yeah.
You know, Julian did speak to Fennel that one time. She did hear him crying. All right, we'll have Fennel come fix the electricity, and then
Before that,
museum's gonna be such a success.
You're going to sit down as a family and talk and be supportive of Fennel and help her
right, the promise.
stay out of...
I'm sorry, you were saying, dear?
You need to help her with her problem. She needs support, and you need to be firm with her, but you don't need to be treating her as if she's a child. You just need to give her love, and she's not feeling very loved right now by either one of you. So
I think we can do that. So, you didn't find anything of Hattie, did you?
No.
No. Mm.
And they
Like,
kind of share a look at each other.
Euphoria looks at Idara and Ophelia and then just says, I don't think Hattie ever really existed.
And Maggie kind of, I had my suspicions. We're still going to dedicate the place to both of them because, well, if Julian wanted there to be two, it's not for us to change that. So we'll dedicate this place to both of the Alabasters. We can just say it's by both of them.
I don't know if I have enough information about this whole situation to weigh in on that, so...
I feel like Julian kind of let us in here. So I would argue that maybe you shouldn't try to advertise Hattie, especially if she wasn't the real person.
All right.
Yeah, I think it might be better if maybe you... Yeah, if you don't advertise Hattie. Or
Just
rather make a
Alabaster
correction.
Mansion,
Yeah,
featuring the works of Julian Alabaster.
There you go.
that sounds right.
We got there.
So it was 2,000 gold, I believe.
The original deal. I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Yeah, it's been 7 days. I don't remember.
It was a week ago.
Sounds
It was
right.
3,000, but you broke the machine. It'll take some time to fix that, so we'll just take that out of your pay. You understand, adventurer stuff.
I can't stress enough that Julian did that,
Yeah.
but fine.
All right, come on up. We'll get you settled. You folks
Yeah.
need a place to stay tonight?
Yes. We're very tired and we're very exhausted. We need a nap.
17 more bottles of holy water.
It's like 7 a.m. now. And
Yeah.
it's like, can we please sleep the entire day
Yeah,
away?
we showed up here at like 11 p.m.
Come on, we'll get you all a bite to eat and then tucked in. And heading upstairs into the now dark mansion. That concludes The Necromancer's Brother by Jameson Hampton. Jamie Bash, who's in the chat.
Yay!
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 Thank you,
That
Jamie.
was a lot of fun.
Yay! Jamie, I can count on like my right hand how many times Jamie went, I'm crying, I'm emotional. And I'm like, yes!
So join us next week. Same Tief time, same Tief channel, when we will be playing The Locrian Way by Benjamin L. Eastman and Matt Dunn from Uncaged Anthology Volume 2. So let us meet and say goodbye to our tieflings, starting with Euphoria.
Hi, I'm Jess Peck. You can find me at HelpPackStream on Twitter. I'm a writer, editor, and fledgling game designer.
Ophelia.
Hi, my name is Ink. You can find me on Twitter at ViewsDeadPens, where I meme and scream. Most recently, I've been memeing and screaming about a project that I was a part of called the Eyes Unclouded Anthology, an entire anthology on DM's Guild, kind of modeled after the adventures and films of Studio Ghibli, featuring recipes, illustrations, and adventures, all in one book. And we're also getting a print version, we heard, so if you want to get a PDF and see if you like it, then maybe later get a large print version of it. It's up to you.
And Adara.
I'm going to be all over the internet, and you can find me if you like pictures, because I'm an illustrator. So that's it. That's the whole spiel.
And I'm Jess. You can find me on Twitter at miss_Jess03. Come back here tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern if you want. I'm finally doing that show I promised forever ago about tips for DMs. So if you have any questions, tweet me with some questions and I will answer them. And on Monday, go to our Savad's channel. I will be playing in the finale of Clockwork Vines. You can also catch it here. I'll be hosting it here. And the premiere of Paws and Claws, The Lost Tales of Pugmire Season 3 is going to be right here on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So if you have missed those doggies and kitties, you can see them on Tuesday. And we are now going to go shoot our Patreon show. So support our Patreon to see all of our behind the scenes episodes and other secret goodies, and hang out with us in our Discord because we're very fun people. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next Friday.
Bye, everyone.
Hi, everybody!